In my previous video, I bought and reviewed this JVC Smart TV, with Android TV. Today I will give you 15 tests, which you should not miss. Intro and let's begin. I disassembled this Smart TV, because I am very curious, and also, I wanted everyone to see what it is made of. I showed you clearly that inside it has cheap finishes, with a very basic circuit board, and all for this small detail, its price. It is one of the cheapest on the market because my friend, for that reason, you get the quality you pay for. Most people liked it, but a few didn't. Therefore, I want to make it very clear again. I do not recommend these purchases to any of you friends. I bought this cheap Smart TV, knowing its quality and its limitations. I already knew it, and I still wanted to give JVC a chance. I only recommend it to people around me, because if it goes wrong, which is a possibility, I assume the risk. In the comments, many people ask me for recommendations. Javi, what do you think of this or that brand? This or that model? And these are comments that I generally don't answer, because you can't trust an investment of that type to what a YouTuber my friend tells you. A YouTuber will never give you a 100% reliable recommendation, because that implies many things. Know yourself well, know your budget, know your tastes, your quality of life, your connection networks at home, etc. And even knowing all that, I wouldn't like to carry a burden of conscience if you later have disappointment. And I clarify this, because a troll accused me that I worked for the store. Do you think it would be convenient for a store to disassemble a Smart TV, show it and then say that it is made with very low quality on the inside? Does that make sense? I am impartial, and I am sure that behind this screen, there is an adult, intelligent and conscious person, who assumes his own risks, and who watches my videos, only as a technical reference. And since you like those references, I did 15 tests on this Smart TV, which you should not miss, and even more so if you are going to make a comment. Because surely it already has an answer, somewhere in this video. And for that reason, I refer to the evidence. The screen of this Smart TV is a VA-type panel, with a 60 Hz refresh rate, and many complained about how bad this panel is. That's why I took these shots, day and night, so you can judge for yourself. And I also put it at about 45 degrees, to see if what they say about the viewing angle is true, also in 2 shots, day and night for a better reference. I'm not that picky, so for me, the image is good. To check if there are Wi-Fi outages, I took the Smart TV down to the first floor of my house, and very close to the router. But despite that there were still some microsignal outages of about 10 seconds, and then it reconnected. It is curious that this happens to me mostly with Movistar Play, and to a lesser extent with the other applications. That's why it's most advisable for me to connect it via a network cable. This JVC Smart TV has an Ethernet port, at 100 megabits and I will pass it, and with the Analytics application. First I will measure the internet speed in Wi-Fi mode and we will see how much it gets from my contracted plan of 40 megabits, and as you can see it is not bad. Now I will measure the internet speed again, but connected with the Ethernet cable, and as you can see, there is a slight improvement in the download. Therefore, even if it is not a gigabit port, at least this network port works well. In this test I will connect it to my cable television service. You just have to click on Inputs, and choose the HDMI input where you have connected your decoder. I have the HD package from my provider Movistar, and this is the quality in which most of their channels are viewed. Keep in mind that most are channels in SD format like this, but they also have their HD version as Channel N, where it obviously looks much better. As it is a Smart TV certified by Google, you should have no problems installing the main streaming platforms. I tested my Netflix 4K subscription, and it works perfectly well and without problems. I want to thank one of my subscribers for giving me access to their streaming accounts, which I can test for you today. Thank you for that, my dear friend. I also tried the Disney Plus platform on this Smart TV, which works very well as you can see, and has good content, especially for Marvel fans. Some say it looks bad, but for my undemanding taste, it looks pretty good. If not, see for yourself. I also tried DirecTV Go, especially for sports, and the quality is good. The images don't lie, my friend, although there are also several movies in their catalog. The HBO Go platform works quite well and gave me no problems, so it also works. Fox Play is another streaming service that I also tried, and it works well, as you can see. And finally, Movistar Play, which works well on this smart TV because it has Android TV 9, and not Android TV 10, where it does not open the application. If you have a JVC of these models, help me obtain accurate data to speak properly. A survey will appear here. Mark your level of satisfaction with your smart and I will review that data. And stay until the end of the video to find out the conclusion of this smart TV. Is it Chinese garbage, or does it deliver what it promises? Streaming has caused a revolution. That is why there are several platforms to watch internet television or IPTV. You just have to download an application for IPTV, and contract a list of channels so that you have access to a good service. With this, you will have access to more than 2,800 channels from all the television networks in the world, and you will also have a catalog of 10,000 movies of all genres and all your favorite series. This requires a connection of at least 30 megabits, but it is well worth it. Don't worry, because soon I will make a video dedicated to explaining and knowing in depth what streaming is exactly. If with so many applications, the 8 GB of this smart TV is too small for you, you can expand the capacity with a USB memory. Just go to Preferences, Storage, and then format it as internal storage. From there, you can use it for more applications. To test the Bluetooth of this smart TV, I will connect two devices, a mouse and this game controller. It's as simple as going to the Remote Control and Accessories menu, and clicking Add Device. The smart TV will search for it, find it and synchronize it, and as you can see, the mouse will be ready to use. And the procedure is the same to link the remote control, and this smart TV also did it without problems. To install an APK, you will need an application like File Commander to search for the files on your USB. As an example, I am going to install the Chrome browser, which is not in the Play Store. The installation is quick, and we will already have Chrome on the television. With a browser and a mouse we can enter movie pages such as Cine Calidad and play them directly on the smart TV, or browse any page we want. I also recommend that you install the Happy Chick APK, since it is an emulator for several retro consoles, which allows you to play games that will bring you nostalgia. This emulator recognizes your Bluetooth controller and has thousands of retro games, especially one of my favorites, Super Mario 3. This JVC allows easy installation and execution as you are watching, thanks to your Android TV. If you are interested in these APK, I leave you the free link from your friend Javi in the video description. You can also download more modern games from the Play Store, like Asphalt 8. Which is a car game with good graphics, and this smart TV runs it decently. I also downloaded Unkilled, which is a zombie shooter, and it wasn't a problem to run it on this smart TV either. And finally I tried Subdivision Infinity, a spaceship game. These three games, due to their graphics, are not as light as retro games, but as you have seen, on the JVC, despite being a cheap smart TV, its processor has managed to run them quite well. This smart TV already has the Chromecast integrated, and now it's time to try it. Using the Google Home application, we can broadcast our cell phone screen and share our content. I'm honest with you, and I tell you that the delay is very small, and for me the experience is fluid. Otherwise, just look at the movements of the game. We can transmit any application that runs on our cell phone as you are watching it, like Movistar Play for example. But even better, you can cast your laptop desktop from Chrome, and use it as a display board, or simply to cast your movies to a larger screen. I connected it to my MeCool KM1 TV box, just to compare the image quality between both devices, and as you can see, here it is with the Android TV of the Smart, and here it is with the Android TV box. It will depend on you how you want to use it, although it seems to me that the TV box gives you a higher image quality and better brightness. What do you think? All of these plays are directly from my KM1 TV box. A user asked me to connect my PS4 to see what the games look like, and although I can only see it in full HD, because my console is not Pro, it looks good to me. I already told you that I am not a demanding user, and for most people, who want a smart TV for everyday use, this screen fulfills its function and you will see like this. And if you don't believe me, I'll play a game, and you'll judge it yourself with these images. A true native 4K screen must be 3820 pixels wide and 2160 pixels high, meaning to be 4K, it must contain 8.3 million pixels across the entire screen. According to JVC, this is a 4K display. But how to check it? One way is by connecting a TV box, and since the TV box processor can detect the resolution of the screen to adjust its output, in the settings it should show us that maximum resolution, that is, 4K at 60 Hz. But another way is by playing the Test Pattern series, which is a pattern test designed by Netflix, and when played it shows you the maximum resolution allowed by your player, and as we see here it is 3840 by 2160 pixels, that is, 4K. Try to play it on a full HD screen, and you will see that it does not go beyond 1920 by 1080. I read all the comments, and many annoying users have commented that these JVCs have horrible image quality. That's why I left this test for last. If you've noticed in my videos, I have a nice mid-range Sony Bravia Smart TV, which cost me $900. And because Sony's quality is well recognized, I can't think of a better standard to compare the quality of this JVC Smart TV. They take almost the same time to turn on, and with the navigation in the interface and in the menu, I find that both are equally fluid. So I'm going to have you play one of my videos in full HD, and this time, you'll be the judge. Now with 4K content, and to make this fair, look at the settings of the players, both are in 2160p 4K quality. Now compare them, and tell me in the comments how bad the image of this cheap smart TV is. If you don't know what the Sony Smart TV is, could you clearly recognize it, just with these images? And a final piece of information that will be useful to you. A smart TV is already a small computer, and as such it gets slower with use. I have noticed it with this smart by installing and testing all these applications. That's why I recommend that you restart it at least once a month. Be careful. Restart, do not reset. This is done by pressing the power button for a few seconds, until this window appears, and just click OK. That will turn off the smart TV, and when you turn it on again, it will take a little longer because it will restart. But this will also clean the RAM and delete corrupt files from the processor, and you will start to see better performance. I'm not interested at all in convincing you to buy this smart TV, because I don't earn anything. Whether you do it or not will only depend on you. These tests are just part of my experience with this JVC Smart TV, and for me, it passed them for now. And although I, or anyone, can tell you a lot about any smart TV, there is something that no one in the world can tell you, and that is the million-dollar question. How long will it work? Well, my friend, only time will tell. This is a cheap smart TV and I am not going to praise it or discredit it, but I don't think it's garbage either. It is obvious that it has not gone on the market to be the Ferrari of smart TVs, but rather it is aimed at an audience that only wants the streaming experience at home for little money, and we must respect them, because not everyone can buy that smart TV. Expensive than others if they can pay, my friend. These smart TVs belong to the economic segment of several companies that are fighting in this sector, such as JVC, TCL and AOC. All of them have released smart TVs of these sizes, at almost the same price, and with the strong point of having certified Android TV. I started with JVC, but TCL and AOC, they don't escape me. If you liked the video, give me your like. But above all, share it. Help me, and let's democratize technology. Until the next video.